My experience with them has taught me, give them space, give them respect, allow them to approach you, and so in the case of some other animals, the only thing I'm truly afraid of is a white-tailed deer crossing my car on the way home. I mean, that will keep me up at night more than anything here.
And this zoo, Kentucky Down Under, it's smack dab in South Central Kentucky, in Horse Cave, Kentucky.
Yeah.
People driving by probably see that sign and think, okay, I'm in Kentucky. Why, what? So, but it's been here for 30 years.
It is. It's been here for 30 years, and it's an amazing zoo. The zoo itself is newer. It did start as the cave, and then the zoo has evolved around that. But people are still just finding out about it. We've got people who live down the street who have never even been before, and it's in their own backyard. But most people don't really understand that, we are a zoo, we're a private zoo, but we're an interactive zoo. And we put you in front with animals closer than you'll ever be at any other zoo safely. But you'll get to pet and feed 35 kangaroos. Some of those kangaroos have joeys sticking out of the pouch now this time of year.
And they'll still let you approach when they've got the baby with them?
Yeah, in fact, we encourage it, because what you're now doing is you as a customer are teaching the joey by feeding the mother that, oh, it's okay. You're a person, you're going to provide food. You did it for my mum. Now you're going to do it for me when I get older and I get out of the pouch. And that upbringing just teaches the kangaroos that people are friendly. They provide food. If they get too antsy, and they figure this out at a very young age, if they get too antsy about it or they try to start grabbing for it, customers do the one thing they will always do. They pull away and go to the next one. And what they've just done is they've just taught that joey no after the next one. So we've now got 6.5-foot tall kangaroos out there that weigh over 200 pounds that customers can lay down with. And they don't understand that yet. And that's one of the missions that I'm working on, is to actually educate the public about what this zoo is. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to pet these animals.
Okay, I have a dumb question. So you called the baby the joey?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what gender it is?
Doesn't matter what gender.
They're all joeys?
They're all joeys. They're joeys until they stop nursing.
Okay.
Once they stop nursing at about a year old, at that point they're a kangaroo. I give them their graduation papers, they get their little hat, they throw it in the air, but they're a kangaroo at that point on.
But you don't have to send them to college?
No, I don't have to send them to college. It's too expensive anyway. But
well, so been here 30 years, but then it was an Australian couple that started it?
Well, what happened was this woman, her name was Judy, and her husband Bill had bought the cave, and the cave used to operate as their primary exhibit. This was what they had to offer to the public, and people would come and see the cave. This area is very well known for its caves. Mammoth Cave, Hidden River Cave, Crystal Onyx Cave are all around this area. But he had actually, he had gone and got some peacocks. They wanted something, a bird hanging around the property.
Oh, that reminded them of home.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And she wanted more Australian. She was born and raised in Australia. She grew up on a sheep farm in Australia, so she wanted kangaroos. So her husband, dutiful husband, went out and got her kangaroos.
Can you imagine? Honey, look what I got you.
Yeah, I don't know how I would have taken it.
And they lived here in these parts,
they
and then they got a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got a kangaroo. They got a couple kangaroos, and then they went into bison farming. What used to be a bison farm is now Love's gas station across the street. And what happened was they realized these people are actually pulling off of the exit not to see the cave, which is a beautiful cave, but they're also coming off now to see, they want to see the kangaroos. Sure. Yeah, they want to see the bison, they want to see the peacocks. And so the zoo developed around the cave. So now we have the cave as an amenity here, same as we have sheep herding demonstrations, we've got animal shows where the zookeepers will bring the animals out to the public. And they get to educate them, talk about them, but then they get to pet them afterwards.
Mick McGill.